Welcome back to a brand new video from the shed end. As you can see, I am not at home today. I am away. I'm on holiday, as you can see, but the show must continue. So if you're new to the channel, this is not the usual surroundings of From the Shed End. It is normally a bit more professional. I'm recording this from my phone as we speak, as we talk. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe to the videos. Make sure you like the video. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below as well. Now, I'm doing this after rewatching Wolves versus Chelsea 6-2. 6-2. Yes, you heard right. Chelsea scored 6 goals. 6 goals. Wow. 3 assists for Cole Palmer as well. What can I say? I mean, it was a performance when I did the match preview. I said we needed to put in a really good performance. We needed to see a very consistent but balanced team, which we got in terms of the lineup that Maresca gave to us. And I thought we played some really good football. Now, we're going to talk about the second half, which I think is the more entertaining half of football that we got to see from Chelsea. But we must talk about the lineups very quickly. So I do have them here. As you know, I'm improving. I'm having to use my son's laptop to read this off, so you have to bear with me. So we had, obviously, Sanchez in goal, Malo Gusto, right back. Centre-back partnership of Wesley Fofana and Levi Colwill, as we thought they might now be the regular two that starts as our centre-back pairing going forward for Maresca. We had Marc Cucurella as left-back. We had double pivot of Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. And Lavia apparently did pick up a small injury, I believe, on a hamstring injury ahead of the kickoff, ahead of the game. So he wasn't part of the matchday squad yesterday. We then had Mykhailo Mudryk, Cole Palmer, Noni, the mayor of Wolverhampton, Madueke. If you've not been on Instagram, you won't understand what I'm talking about. But if you have been on Instagram, you will know what I'm talking about in terms of Noni Madueke. Now, we also had Nicholas Jackson, who I was very, very apprehensive about starting for us against Wolverhampton Wanderers. I did say that, and I still stand by this, that for me, Nicholas Jackson still isn't the proven number 9 that we need. You know, yes, he scored a really good header yesterday, really good goal from him, 98 seconds into the game. But I still think we need a number 9, a proper, true, traditional number 9, 15, 20 goals, maybe 25 goals a season striker. We need one of those in the team. And if we haven't got that, then I think we're going to struggle this season. Now, I know we scored 6 goals. We're going to get onto that. But I do want to say before we get onto the goals that I do feel with Nicholas Jackson, I mean, again, we posted on our social accounts from the Shed End on Instagram and on Twitter yesterday, the sort of clapback from Nicholas Jackson to John Obi Mikel. Again, John Obi Mikel spoke about Nicholas Jackson on his podcast, the Obi-Wan podcast, and had some fair criticism, I would say, about Nicholas Jackson and his performances recently under Maresca, under Pochettino, and how he has to do better. Now, scoring a goal in 98 seconds is brilliant, and I think any striker should be able to celebrate that. Any player should be able to celebrate that. But to come from one of the Chelsea legends who's won things at the club, who was there in the greatest times as a part of Chelsea's history, to disrespect him in that way on social media, straight after the game as well, telling John Obi Mikel to shut up it leaves a bit of a sour taste. And let's hope he can back up his social post by scoring another goal and keep it consistent. Because if he doesn't, those sort of posts that he's putting out are going to come back to haunt him very, very quickly. So I'll say that about Nicholas Jackson. Now, we have to talk about Cole Palmer and Noni Madueke, because Cole Palmer, 3 assists, Noni Madueke, 3 goals. Now, Noni Madueke is a player that I think we need to see more of in the game, in the team. He's someone, for me personally, that is growing into a role on that right side. You know, I remember saying, I think I said in the preview as well, that I would start him. You know, he played really well, pre-season. He started the season really well. And I think when you've got someone like that in the team, you have to utilize him in the best way possible. And for me, you know, Noni Madueke is one of those players that we should be continuing to keep in the squad, because he feels like he's developed his game even more so now. You know, one of the things that I said with Noni Madueke is that he struggles in the final third of his game. He's unable to get the ball into the box. He's unable to be clinical in front of goal. He's changed that now. I don't know whether he's worked on that over the summer during the break in the Premier League, but he seems to have got something about him now, which, you know, he looks like a real threat going forward. He's you know, almost able to do left and right feet as well, so he can score with both feet, which is a brilliant talent to have going forward. And again, Cole Palmer, I mean, we know what he's about. You know, playing more central yesterday was probably something that a lot of Chelsea fans have been crying out for. And we needed to see Cole Palmer in that position. For me yesterday, to be able to get the best out of him, to get the best out of Noni Madueke as well. And there were three beautiful goals from Madueke. I think he was coming into this game with a lot of pressure based on his Instagram post of what he said about Wolverhampton as a city. But he came in and he delivered. He didn't let the boos from the Wolves fans get to him. He used that energy and scored three beautiful goals. So we got to credit Maresca for continuing to play him. We got to credit Madueke for scoring those goals as well. And we also have to credit Cole Palmer for the assist because, again, a lot of unfair criticism comes to Cole Palmer. He only scores penalties. He's not that good. But to be a provider is also a really good trait as a footballer to have. To be able to assist another player in the way that he did for me personally is one of the best things that we've got in Cole Palmer. And also to get on a score sheet as well. I mean, I don't know the records, but I can't imagine there's many Premier League players that have scored one goal and assisted three in one game. I think maybe back to Luis Suarez was probably maybe the last one to do that. So it tells you how good of a player that Cole Palmer is, how we've got him in the team now. And we have to keep utilising him. Now, I do need to talk about Mykhailo Mudryk very, very quickly, because for me personally, I think we've seen the best of Mykhailo Mudryk. I'll tell you when the best game was of Mykhailo Mudryk. It was at Anfield when he made his debut and he came on in the second half. And we thought we had signed the next best thing to come out of Ukrainian football. And we were sold a fake, because Mykhailo Mudryk, for me personally, has had so many opportunities under a selection of managers who play similar but also very different style of football, and none of them have worked. None of them have worked. João Felix is there now. Pedro is there as well. Obviously, we've got to shout out João Felix. Second debut for returning to Chelsea. Gets on the score sheet as well. Pedro Neto assisting the goals as well. We got to credit Maresca, because we've got options now. We've got options that can play across the front three, that attacking midfield. We've got players that can play on the left side as well. So I'm looking very, very happy with our attacking options, and we look scary going forward now. Even with or without Nicholas Jackson, we look a threat going forward, which is one of the things, under Graham Potter, under Thomas Tuchel at one point as well, under Maurizio Pochettino, we weren't able to finish games off. And we have to credit Wolves because they stuck into the game when they made it 1-1, then it was 2-2. And the substitutions were so crucial by Maresca yesterday. So crucial. He made them at the right time. He made the right substitutions, and we were able to kill the game off. And I can't remember the last time I said that we killed the game off in emphatic fashion. The way that we did was brilliant. So I think we have to credit Maresca for that. We have to credit the players. One thing we need to do, we have to keep this consistency going. And that's one of the things I said in the preview, is that we have to keep the consistency in terms of being able to have that drive, belief, the way that we're playing these games, and continue to take that into the next game and a game after that, and after the international break as well. And we need to continue to play in that way, because if we can do that, I do generally think we have a good opportunity to get into that top four this season. And that's one of the things I think, as a minimum, we have to be trying to do, is to get into the top four, get back into the Champions League, make sure that we're playing at the elite level of European football going forward from here on in. And I don't think we're even finished in the transfer market. I mean, we're talking about Sterling going to Manchester United, and we might get Jadon Sancho. Again, a very good option. Victor Osimhen is still a possibility at Chelsea as well. I still think we're going to get a number 9, a proper, as I said, a 20 goal a season number 9. I think we're going to get one. I don't know who that might be if it's not Osimhen, but I think we will sign one before the window shuts this week. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's a very, very short video. As I said, I'm still on holiday. I'm trying to be dedicated with the channel. So make sure you subscribe, you like the video, you leave your thoughts in the comments, and also hit the Linktree link in the description. That will take you to all the social accounts. Make sure you follow on there. The podcast, myself and Theo, we will be back probably next week now. We'll be back next week, but there'll be more videos. We're going to preview Servette's Wednesday. The video will drop for that, I think, on Wednesday or Thursday morning. So keep the notifications on. And make sure you enjoy the rest of the week. I'll be back very soon. Thank you very much for watching.